This is Free Talk with Shemar. I am your host, Shemar. And welcome to all you MySpace listeners, YouTube listeners, Facebook. I haven't figured you out yet, but as soon as I do, soon to be Facebook listeners. Now, in case you're wondering why I didn't come out with the show when I was supposed to yesterday, that was a test to see how many of you guys really read my post. And I haven't checked the feedback yet, but hopefully some of you were wondering, hey, where the hell was the show last night? Nonetheless, this is Free Talk with Shemar. I am your host, Shemar, thus the name Free Talk with Shemar. And you can MySpace me on this very page you're listening to. Or in case you're listening on YouTube, you can MySpace me at www.myspace.com/ShemarRadio, all one word. Or send me an email, freetalkwithshamar@ymail.com, all one word, no spaces, dashes, gashes, whatever the hell you guys use. Well, this is it. It's been a while. It feels like it's been forever. Only been about a month month and a half. March 11th was my first podcast that I did. And that was just a brief introduction on what I do, who I am, what I have done. So if you're not familiar with who I am or anything, you're hearing me for the first time, why don't you do me a favor and just go ahead and pause this thing and go to my first track that I have on my MySpace, and you can get all the info there. Look at that, everybody. We're going real good. Now, today's topic is actually a pretty sensitive one it's going on a lot more than it should be going on, and that's discrimination. That's right, our 14th Amendment right. A lot of people are getting this right violated. Now, when I say violated, I don't mean necessarily, I'm a guy, I can't get into Chippendale strip club. No, I'm not talking about that. That's a different kind of discrimination that you got to take up with someone else. What I'm talking about is things that they have, like ladies' night, or even women being discriminated against in the workplace. There's a lot of women out there who can't do certain jobs that a man can do, and no matter who you are, discrimination is a big issue, and it shouldn't happen to anybody. Now, this is stemming from a recent event that occurred with me when I was doing I was on MySpace reading a club, and the club basically just said group of 10 or more people, and you get in for free VIP, free bottle of vodka. I was getting ready to get messed up that night. So I sent this club owner a text message saying, I want this deal. I'm going to get 10 of my friends. So he says, okay. And tells me to send a text message, texting my name and how many are in my group. I texted my name, David Jimenez. And he comes back saying, oh, we're sorry. It's only for 10 women or more. Okay, well, what the hell? What's going on here? Obviously I'm not a woman. And if I was, I wouldn't be a very attractive one. But I'm not a woman, so what's the big deal? I'm a dude. I'm a human being. Yeah, that's what you got to say. I'm a human being. He says, well, I got to pay for this vodka myself, and I'm not going to buy it for no guys. So it's like, well, F you. F you. So, and this is occurring all too often now, and it's a real tragedy. And, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, where I work, there's all males where I work. There's only 3 of us, but we're all males. And anytime one of us calls off, they always send another male to cover our shift. Never have they ever sent a female. And they say because where we work is a dangerous place, and thus a female cannot handle it. So there's another type of discrimination there. So I want you guys, if you guys ever had any of this done to you, I want you to email me, MySpace me. That's freetalkwithshamar@ymail.com, all one word. And just tell me what you think. MySpace me on this very page. YouTube listeners, go to MySpace. Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna spell everything out for you again. Now, like I said, this is a very, very big problem we have going on in this country. Now, discrimination, as you know, is actually a federal law because it's protected under the 14th Amendment right. And the 14th Amendment right states, what's done to one person must be done to everybody. And I know there's a lot of ladies' night clubs out there. I know there's a lot of females that aren't able to get their promotion at work, and I've heard that women do not get paid as much as men do, which is also very, very wrong. So discrimination is a big problem, and I really think we should address this situation. Now, we need someone who's going to stand up and have, and have the guts to say, all right, that's it. This needs to end now. Okay, what we need to do is we need to get one person to say this, and the rest of us would just merely follow. Now, when I say that, I mean one person cannot do all the work on their own. And see, even me doing this radio station, I got people promoting me. I'm just merely representing the radio station, representing the Free Talk Show, and I got all of you guys, all you MySpace listeners out there, listening to me, making me who I am today. And just like with the presidency, the president does not literally run this country by himself. He's got Congress, he's got other representatives. He's merely a figure that represents all of them and is their leader. So we need someone to stand up against discrimination. We need a leader, and the rest of us should follow and not give the attitude like with the club owners. I've been getting a lot of the attitudes from females that have been telling me, I'll just leave him alone, let him do what he's doing. I'm jealous because they're getting it free and I'm not, and that's not the point at all. The point is that humans' rights are being violated, and we need to put a stop to this. Women, well, you women are good at leading. You are a lot more organized than men are. Men, we just wake up and do what comes in front of us. Women have a planner that they write in, and it is so true. I just wake up and I just go with the flow. If I wake up, my shoes there, I'll put my shoes on. Or if my pants are there, I'll put my pants on. Or sometimes I won't choose any. I'm just kidding. I gotta wear pants or else they call the effing cops on me. But nonetheless, if someone's willing to step up and be a leader, let me know. Come on down, do an interview one day, and we'll see what happens from there. So, on a side note, if anybody has any questions about anything that I just said, or anything at all, I'm not talking about just what this particular show is about, but also any other topics they want to hear. I've gotten some pretty good ideas, and I've had a lot of you coming in and sending me emails and giving me ideas on what to talk about, and I appreciate that. That's real good, and I'm going to get to those topics, and I'm going to give credit where credit's deserved, whoever sends them to me. But this discrimination topic came up on my own. I came up upon it on my own. But I'm a firm believer in giving credit where credit's deserved. And what I want to do is whoever sends me their story they want me to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and give them credit by name. If you don't want your name to be revealed, then I'll just call you Mr. X. And if you're really kinky, I'll call you Mr. Triple X. How's that, ladies? But anyways, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just from now on, I just want to take a moment to just let you guys all know that this is your radio station. This is your topic. These are the things, I've gotten Octomom, which is everybody already, for those of you who've been living under an effing rock for the past 10 months, Octomom is the woman that had the 8 babies. I've gotten things about AIG's selfishness. I've gotten a lot about the cell phone law, which I think is a really good law, even though I don't see everybody obeying it. I really think it's a really good law because the cell phone is very distracting. And I like what these cell phone companies are doing too. When you buy the cell phones now, they include an earpiece in the cell phone. In other words, there's no excuse for not having an earpiece. You know what I mean? Because I remember anytime you bought a cell phone, you used to have to go out and buy the earpiece on its own, and that ran from $20 to $60 depending on what brand you are. And now it just comes standard. So to all you people not obeying the law, there's no excuse right now, and they will get you. Guaranteed. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude my first official world premiere podcast, everybody. Look at that. I had a lot of fun with you guys. This is a lot of fun. I hope to do this for many, well, I don't want to say years, but I'll say weeks to come until I get booted off the air, until you guys stop caring. But nonetheless, pass this on to your family. Pass this on to your friends. I want to get a big fan base here, everybody. So with that, I am going to conclude, sign off, and say good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week until you hear my voice again. Then you can stop enjoying it. All right. Free Talk with Shemar, live on MySpace and YouTube.